What's up with you? It's your girl, Wild to the Ways, all up in the place, and as you can see, we are in a new place. If any of you were wondering why it has taken me a little over a month, which was the spaced out schedule that I had for my episodes to upload this third episode of my lovely series, it is because I have been moving for the last month and some change, and it has been one of the most stressful situations. I've had to rush and run and pick up and do all this extra stuff with finances, do all this extra stuff with this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. If you haven't noticed, I'm not using my microphone today because to be quite honest with you, I don't know where the piece is that connects from my microphone to my phone, and I don't know where the hook goes onto my art table. You see that table? Yeah, well, that's what I usually put my microphone on, and don't know where that is right now. So that's the thing with moving, is just everything's everywhere. Things are stressful. You got to get rid of things. You got to decide what got to be clean, what got to be trash, what got to be replaced. And then, oh my God, when you're also doing that in life, it gets extremely overwhelming and you might fall into a hole of depression. So welcome back to episode 3 of Bree's Earthly Life Studies. And on this episode, there's a disclaimer / description, kind of letting you guys know if you haven't already read the title, seen the shirt, or, I don't know, been in my life personally and just know I've been going through the fucking works. This episode is going to be about self-destruction and how to rebuild. On the self-destruction part, we will be talking about themes of self-harm. We will be talking about suicidal thoughts, tendencies, and whatnot. We'll be talking about indulging in some of our negative habits or addictions, whatever it may be. And look at the ways that some people suggest, plus myself, plus come in the comments and we can keep talking about it. Basically, we're just gonna go over some of the things that people give advice for to rebuild. So yeah, if this is the type of episode that doesn't make you completely comfortable, I love you and thank you for stopping by, and I still appreciate your love and support, and we shall see you in the next episode, as long as that's an episode that you can watch as well. So yeah, let's just get into the subject. Long story short, I've been going through it. We all be going through it. Y'all look at what's going on in the world, what's going on in the general area you live in, what's going on in your home, in your life, and whatever it may be. We live in a crazy, chaotic, unpredictable, overwhelming society. So everybody has their thing. Everybody has their depression sessions. Everybody has their triggers and their whatnots and their boundaries and everything. And certain things are going to build up. Certain things you're going to want to put aside because we live in such a demanding society that's like, be here, be queer. I mean, be here, be on time, work your life away for other people and until you have no life to work with. But yeah, because of all the moving that I've had going on, plus other personal subjects I've been having going on, is my relationships with everybody around me, mostly my relationship with myself, the idealisms that I have for myself, my pride, my picture of who I am isn't who I am right now. I'm really struggling with that identity. A lot of us end up looking at ourselves and we're like, I'm not who I thought I was, or I'm not who I want to be. And that simply will throw you in a fucking spiral sometimes. So going through subject of self-destruction, once again, if this isn't something that you're comfortable with talking about, I will put somewhere in the description where we skip most of this part of the conversation. But to get into that, we have a list of types of self-harm, which I have started with mental / verbal self-abuse. Calling yourself names, calling yourself out, beating yourself down, just bullying yourself when life is already such a big bully sometimes. Other people bully you so much. You have to give yourself love. You have to give yourself grace so you are able to recognize, well, what do I need to be better? What love and what gracefulness, what type of energy do I need in my life so I don't feel like continuously beating myself down? And then we have, of course, physical self-harm. We have self-neglect, whether it be forgetting to take care of yourself at all, whether it be eating, taking care of your face, your hair, your body, taking showers. Sometimes we get so deep into depression that we don't even think it. When the thoughts come by, we're just like, wake me up later. Cutting or burning oneself, hitting oneself, starving oneself is something I did mention before under self-neglect. Misusing things such as drugs to a point where we know that it is bad for our health on purpose, aka that pill could be prescribed to you, but you know you ain't supposed to be taking more than this, otherwise you're gonna feel like that. And that subject also connects me to indulging in addiction or habits more than you already were, or in general. Some examples include increasing sexual activity, gambling, or the misuse of nicotine, other drugs, alcohol, etc. It's one thing to have a good time for not a long time, get a little freaky in the sheets, get you a little smoke on, get you a little drink, go out on the town. But when you are overindulging in it, you're at the club every chance you can get. You're getting obliterated anytime, even when you don't even think that it's a good idea. And when you just getting freaky, they get your freak on. Get your freak on. You don't ever know. But all of these habits are addicting and they become too much. And also because of that sexual activities, y'all can end up with more than regrets if you're not careful and you're just going around sticking things and things. And just like indulging in those vices or similar subjects, indulging in our negative patterns, places, and people we may or may not have recognized as harmful before include examples such as hanging out with people who push you to do things that you have established already aren't good for you. Like if you were an alcoholic and you're not trying to be around alcohol, but they're like, man, like, what's a little sip? Like, come on, peer pressure. Not a good friend. When you let people into your head to push you to do things that you have already established is not the best outcome for you. You gotta remember, this is your life. You're on a self-help video to help yourself. We may ignore that these people are people that we don't need in our life, even after telling ourselves, hey, this person isn't good for me, because we've built connections with people, we've built bonds with people, we have had good times that we cherish with these people that aren't necessarily good to us. And sometimes when we're in a hole and we don't know where to go, we reach out to the people we know will be there with open arms. Even if those arms are open and they might have something hidden in the hand. You cannot change these people. We can all influence change in each other. We can all help each other change through this human experience, through connection, through experience. You do not force change. You flow through change. And if other people refuse to change on the direction that you are going, that you have to change paths. It's like our last episode when we talked about grief and how everything is temporary and we have to learn how to let go even of the good things. Even when you're letting go of something bad, there are good things in it. But when you clear room in your life for better people, for better energy, for better opportunities, and for a better overall version of life, quality of life of yourself, and quality of self for your life, you will get those things. Positivity will attract to you. You do not chase, you attract. And all the good things will come back. Some of these other subjects that I have gotten from other people about self-destruction includes, once again, drink and party it away. I got that response on here. We have isolation from friends, family, and partner, being short with them, not replying or hanging out. Definitely isolating yourself from all of your care center. You have all these people that love and support you. And sometimes we do the opposite. Even though we're good, we acknowledge, hey, I'm there for you. You're here for me. We're here for each other. Hell yeah, brother. And we do all this stuff. And then once we get into a hole, if you're somebody like me or obviously them, I don't necessarily forget it. But it's like my brain's like, yeah, you got all these other people, but do they really want to be bothered with your problems? And the answer is yes. And I hope that whoever's watching this, you have at least one person you can think of right now that you can say, this person is here for me. Girl, you don't gotta wait till last second. You don't gotta wait until you're ready to explode or you're having suicidal tendencies or thoughts and stuff like that. You don't gotta wait to talk to us about it. And once again, it has to do with your patterns through your childhood, through the relationships that you indulge in throughout the rest of your life that continue to either perpetuate or not permanent, what the hell kind of word is that? Determinate. Like I know it's like you have to know your tolerance, just like when you smoke, when you drink, when you do everything, when you deal with things, you got to know your tolerance beyond substances. You got to know your own mental tolerances, like you got to know your triggers, you got to know your boundaries. When you go through life to experience all these things and you realize all these triggers, all these boundaries that you need to make or that you have naturally in your body, You have to learn yourself to learn how to better love yourself, take care of yourself, and how to tell other people how to love you and take care of you and respect you correctly. Everybody's different. Everybody is loved differently, and you've got to learn what kind of love you need to better give it to yourself. Not just to get it from other people, because when you know the kind of love that you need, it is one thing to tell other people and see what you receive and decide whether you're going to continue with that or not. If people are or are not willing to give you the love and respect that you request from them. But are you willing to give it to yourself and show an example to other people? Like me personally, I have come to conclusions that I need more gentle love in my life in general. I need more gentle love in my life. I need more whimsy in my life. I need to get more into my hobbies. I need more color in my life. I need all these things. So how do I give them to myself? So no matter who is available in my life or who I choose to be in my life, no matter who is in it, I still have it. You gotta say, what am I willing to do? What am I willing to sacrifice? What am I not? You even have to recognize, what are you not willing to do? And what are you not willing to sacrifice to get to where you gotta go? Because some of us know exactly what it is that we need to let go. Some of us know, maybe this is what I gotta let go, but I'm not willing to try it. But if you want to go anywhere, if you want to dig yourself out of that depression hole, if you want to climb off of that mountain of stress that you pile up for yourself, you got to figure out what it is that you're going to knock down and out. Whether it be a person, a habit, things that you say to yourself, anything. Before I get into the subjects of how to rebuild yourself, I want to talk about some of these subjects and how to transform self-harming and self-destruction subjects in order to be something more positive. I used to beat myself up a lot, especially in school, being like, all my friends seem like they're flying through. I feel like a fucking idiot. I'm an idiot. I don't need to be in this group. I don't need to be in this class. I shouldn't even be in here. Half of my friends probably think I'm fucking stupid, and my friends never treated me like I was fucking stupid. It's just the stuff that I've been through in my life, the things that adults have told me when I was small or made me feel like when I was small, emotions that didn't get reassured in me when I was younger and everything like that. Same thing with you. And I'm overwhelmed with being in this body a lot of times. I just need a break. I just need a break for a little bit. And I feel like that's how a lot of us feel in our overwhelming society, is like, oh my God, when do you get a break? But when I'm having depression and stress about things like that, as such a deep empath, I have to remember to myself that as an individual, I can't do everything in the world to stop everything. Not just when I'm working with elders, but when I'm looking at what's happening across the world and when I'm looking at what's happening in where we live and everything like that. I have to remember I can't do everything. I'm only one person. And I have to sit here and remember everything will find its place. And life just already gets so overwhelming for me, being such an emotional, sensitive person. I'm sitting here just trying to have a straight conversation with y'all. I'm obviously crying. But I'm a human being. I don't care. I've never cared. Growing up, people called me crybaby. People called me a bitch. People said I cry for fucking nothing. People said I'll give you something to cry about. I don't care. Why should I care that I care so deeply? I feel like a lot of people that are such deep empaths or have such deep love, have such a deep way of feeling, have such sensitive but big energy, such as your girl WiildWayzz. It's given that I'm gonna get depressed. It's given that I'm gonna cry about things. It's given that I'm gonna get a little tussled about somebody touching my feathers the wrong way. But guys, don't beat yourself up for having feelings. I know that I said in one of the other videos of sometimes you gotta tell yourself, hey, get the fuck up. That's just, you gotta tell yourself that sometimes. You gotta pick yourself up sometimes. You gotta give yourself that tough love sometimes. But don't beat yourself up for having human emotions. Don't beat yourself up for having energy inside of you that needs a direction. If you don't know how to talk about it, write about it. You don't ever have to read it again if you don't want to. You can rip it up, burn it, soak it in water, choke it down in water, whatever you feel like doing, do it. Because you are so overwhelmed with emotion. Sometimes you don't know what you need to ask for to the universe, what to manifest for yourself, because you're so overwhelmed with emotion. When you write to yourself, bro, it don't gotta make sense. Writing to yourself, whether it be your past self, whether it's subjective, whether it's to your future self, to your current self, to the universe, writing, organizing, making plans, making lists, keeping a journal just of what you got going on randomly, keeping an affirmation journal, keeping a manifestation journal, keeping a dream journal, even writing down your dreams and paying attention to them. The universe is gonna get to you one way or another. When you start paying attention to your dreams, you might find the answers that you've been looking for everywhere in your reality. And we're still talking about writing, of course, texting other people, contacting other people, call your homies, email them, send letters. Why we don't do that no more? If somebody sent me a letter right now, my heart would flutter so big. It'd be like that scene on Corpse Bride whenever she passed away. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. On Corpse Bride, I was really hoping the whole time they would get married. I used to have dreams of everything that it went the other way, like on some alternate reality stuff. That Emily and Victor got married instead of Victor and Victoria. But, you know, that's a whole nother subject. Victoria was a lame hoe. Anyway, going into other subjects that some other people said, and then some more stuff I gotta say. These are my responses on the IG. Rebuild. Journaling and any art project makes me feel myself. I need to do me and my hobbies. Honeybee, when I tell you that is one of the hardest things for me to do when I'm depressed, but I know it's one of the most important things for me to do. I think my thing is I'm trying to find certain medias that work better with specific emotions. Painting, I'd rather be in a positive emotion, or I'd rather be in an overall calmer emotion. Even if I'm sad, even if I'm like, this one's about waiting for me to make change in my life. And here's some of my suggestions to you all. Clay, you get to get your hands on something, you get to beat on something. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, what the hell, you want to be softer with clay, you want to be smoother. Art is a free form. It's not going to be the end of the world if you are going through it and you need some form of outlet and you have a lump of unused clay, or you have a lump of clay from a project that you hated and you just want to form it into something. Guess what? Now that is an emotional piece geared towards that emotion. More rebuild, taking time off my phone, cooking, cleaning, being outside without it. Of course, this social media stuff is built for us to be addicted. Social media is built for us to be depressed, be chaotic, be addicted. It is not going to help you get out of your hole. When you're looking at social media, you're like, wow, all these people my age doing all these things I can't afford to do, or I can't do, or I don't have the resources for. And then you're looking at the other side and you're like, oh, all these people that are going through things that are so much worse that it makes me think that this world is not worth it. Doesn't make time any easier. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience, when you indulge yourself way too much in the media, it'll make your depression worse. We talked about that in the first episode about fear and fear mongering, and how we can even do it to ourselves, overwhelming ourselves, getting way too sucked into the media, especially when we're already depressed. 1000% completely agree. Cooking, cleaning, I'm going to add to that. Cooking your favorite foods, cooking or baking your favorite foods will definitely, it's one thing to go buy it from somewhere, but when you can sit here and go, I really did that shit. Or when you can sit here and have the power in your hand that you know how to make your favorite thing, you don't gotta go to somebody else for it. That makes you feel real good. And it's in your house. So, and you can get together with people that you love and y'all can make it a whole experience, a whole fun time. Put on your favorite music, put on your favorite YouTuber, whatever it may be, and just get it cracking. Also adding to that, cleaning. Physically cleaning your space, spiritually and mentally cleans your other two spaces. You have your big three. You have your physical, mental, and spiritual. When we're not talking about our body, we're talking about our home, we're talking about our space, our car, whatever it may be. Your car is your other vessel. You know what I mean? Your house is another vessel. All these are projections of the self. So when you have an overwhelming amount of crap everywhere, you have a depression room or something like that, it's going to make you feel more sucked into that kind of what it looks like physically. Your mental, it looks a lot worse once that's projected. But once you clean your I literally can't relax if my space is too chaotic because of the things I've been through in life, and because mentally I just can't chill out because I'm like, oh my god, this makes my head feel even crazier. I would like to also add being outside in nature in general. Go outside. We forget that that's where we came from. Like, go outside, reconnect. Go outside without shoes on, touch some dirt. Like, go whistle at the birds. Just go outside. Don't even talk. Just listen. Go outside and listen. I love to do that when I'm going through it, especially. I just go outside and breathe in, and I just let it feel. I'm also the type of guy to walk outside in the middle of a thunderstorm and do that too, and just let it happen. So I don't know if that's y'all, but that was me personally. And then adding on to that, we have, even though I just said stay away from the phone, call people I haven't lately and catch up. Hanging out with that person you haven't seen in a while, and just getting together, laughing about the good old days, doing something new. And that connects into some of my things that I'm going to get into as well, is doing new things, trying new things, doing new activities, even trying old activities. If there are certain things that you used to like doing when you were younger, where you were in certain phases of life, whether it be music, certain kinds of activities, inside, outside, whatever it may be, certain kind of exercises like dance, yogas, like lifting, belly dance and body fitness at the YMCA, I don't know. But if it's things that you used to like, either by yourself or with these people, get together, try out this old thing that you used to like. If it's not for you, see what that can connect you to. What kind of pathway does that divert into? Like, you like sewing? Do you like crocheting? You like sketching and drawing? Like I said earlier, do you like to paint? Like, even if you're not good at first, like I'm saying, give yourself the freedom to try. Give yourself the freedom of expression, even when it's not art. Even if you're not an artsy person, give yourself the freedom of choice. Give yourself the freedom of human expression. You can find something new. Some people find their favorite hobbies in their 40s. Like, you have to understand that. You won't always find that thing instantly. Sometimes that thing is the thing you gave up a long time ago. Sometimes it's something in connection to a whole new thing that you tried based off the old thing. You never know until you go. Until you're willing to let go, you'll never grow. Try new things. Give yourself opportunity to meet new people, have new opportunities. Tell the universe you're open for that. Don't just be so closed off to, oh, I'm used to all these uncomfortable things make me comfortable because it's what I'm used to. Don't get too stuck in those subjects or you'll never grow from that. Some of my big suggestions, one of them is self-date days. Going on self-dates is absolutely crucial for yourself. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you have to remember that you have a relationship with yourself. Take yourself, get ready for yourself, dress up how you like, how you find comfortable, and how you find confident. Go to your favorite place to get whatever it is, coffee, a quick day drink, a quick tea, whatever it may be. Even if it's a Polar Pop from the damn gas station. If that's what you like, that's what you like. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But yeah, going on those self-date days, whether you're in a relationship or not, it doesn't matter how old you are, you gotta love yourself and take care of yourself. We're always so focused on the relationships we have with other people, we ignore the one that we have within ourselves, the one that we will always have. No matter who comes and goes, you have you. So you have to learn to better love yourself, to better take care of yourself, to better appreciate yourself, and to learn how to do all of those things by experiencing with yourself. It's just we're so focused on our connections and opportunities we have outside of ourselves that we don't look within ourselves until we're overwhelmed with some kind of emotion, whether it be positive or negative. We don't really recognize ourselves as somebody we have a relationship with. So when you combine some of these subjects, like self-date days, that's combined with trying new things on your self-date, that's combined with going into nature and chilling, having a little smoke, having a little thought, whatever. Maybe when you're at the park, you're eating your favorite treat and your favorite drink while you're by yourself at one of your favorite places to be, that you're writing to yourself about the things you appreciate, the things you want to let go, writing to yourself just about what you're going through, writing to yourself about anything. Sometimes I just feel I need to write, and I open a page and I just start being like, hey girl, what's up? And I just talk to myself. So I'm going to continue on with that, and I'm going to look at some of the negative habits that we have that we can switch into positive habits. Self-harming in a physical way, maybe we can take that and we can exercise a little more when we want to feel something physical through our pen. Exercising, not going overboard, gym rat style, maybe doing some yoga. Like I said, try something new if it's something you didn't do before. More forms of exercise, maybe dancing, swimming, going for a run, going for a climb, something physical, wrestle with the dog. Like you punch yourself, you do something like that. Sign up for boxing. Sign up for something like that that gives you more purpose to that punch, you know? Talking bad about yourself. Take some of the negative things that you say about yourself and either write them down, say them out loud, or something, either by yourself if you feel some type of way about doing it with somebody else, or with somebody else, for them to place it down on paper and be like, look, would you want anybody saying these things to you? How would you feel if other people were saying these things to you? How would you feel if other people said these things to your child? Not only will it make you think a little different about it, but if you're like me, you need to remind yourself, when I'm like, bro, you're fucking stupid, I gotta rebuttal back and be like, I'm not stupid. You gotta give yourself encouragement right behind it. You gotta give yourself a kiss right after the punch. You gotta think all the things that I'm saying about myself is just mean. If other people said this about me, they're a problem person. I don't want to be a problem person to myself. I want to give myself grace. I want to give myself good love. It's like I said, we have this relationship with ourselves that we have to recognize. What do you need to be happy? What do you need to be successful? That's the question of the day, if we really want to throw it out there right now. Question of the day is, what do you need to find happiness, to find laughter in life, to find whimsy? What do you need to refine yourself? So what are those things that you feel like you need? Or, once again, in the comments, what are some of those things that you feel that helped you a lot that you can give advice to other people in the comment section? And even at times that you don't feel like you can talk to people that is around you about whatever you're going through specifically, or you just simply feel like you don't want to bother them with it, like I do sometimes, there are crisis lines, and I'll leave them in the description below. Whatever may be that positive light, be that positive surprise for other people and yourself. Make sure to surprise yourself every day, you know, give yourself a little grace, give yourself a little love. Any advice for the video?
What was the video again?
Self-destruction and how to rebuild oneself.
Don't do the same shit you did before.
Recognize your old patterns. That's a good one. Recognize your old patterns.
Recovering from self-destruction, you have to not do what you did to self-destruct.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the things that you've done in the past, said, well, that didn't work. That was, if anything, worse. If a loved one that you have is self-destructive in a way where somebody would probably need to carry Narcan.
Get Narcan.
Get Narcan. If I say keep it on you, get Narcan, get fentanyl testers for whatever you smoke, whatever you do. What's it called? I was trying to give advice for people that have loved ones that are going through it too. I was like, surprise people with things like, you know, somebody's
affection, attention,
yeah, don't be in somebody's face saying, oh my God, I feel so bad for you all the time while they're going through it. Because that makes people feel worse about their situation.
You can be there for them.
You can be there for them.
Being there for them is better than buying them shit.
Yep, that's what I was getting to.
Don't be that person that just buys them something like, I'm so sorry, then never talk to them.
Yeah, that's how people's parents are a lot of times. Like, here's a new toy. Go cry in the corner. So to basically round you guys out on that, self-destructive habits, we all have them. We all go through all of these things, whether we recognize it or not. Sometimes we are doing these self-destructive things. Surrounding yourself with new things, stuff that you love, people that love you and treat you with respect and grace, and giving yourself that overall. The relationship, remembering that the relationship that you have with yourself is more important than most relationships that you will have ever. The relationship that you, well, actually, yeah, it's the most important relationship that you have, not in a selfish way, But if you hate yourself, you're going to project that on other people. If you don't love yourself, you're not confident about yourself, you think you're stupid, you think all your emotions are dumb, you're going to act that out. You're going to project that onto your body. You're going to project that in your conversations. You're going to project that onto your relationships. So give yourself grace, give yourself pace, and give yourself good love on your face. All around. I love you guys. This one wasn't going to be all crazy long or anything. I just wanted to go ahead and get this recorded, get this one out. This episode was mostly based on personal experience that I've been going through. I just want to come check up on y'all. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you for all your love and support and just for being here in general. I really hope that you find what you need. I hope that this video helped you find some kind of peace and some kind of advice that can help you get through whatever you're going through. Hope that you can keep a positive mind for whatever it may be. Keep your head up. They teach you this in marching band. Put a little L under put the L under your chin. Don't let the L take you under. So keep your head up nice and straight. Take you some deep breaths. Call you somebody that is such a good friend, such a good laugh. Have a good time and take care of yourself, and remember to love yourself. Thank you guys once again for coming to another episode of Bree's Earthly Life Studies. And this was episode 3, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace, peeps.
What the heck? I'm the health inspector. We're about to leave. Oh man. Okay, deuces, peace, peeps, punchy, punch. I will be back.